So I was diagnosed at a time when not only ataxia wasn't unheard of, but cerebellar ataxia was unheard of. So ataxia has several types, most commonly known as genetic disorder.
But how did this neurological condition of yours affected your childhood and shaped the perspective of your life?
It was hard to face that because every kid wants to feel good about themselves. Every person wants to feel good about themselves. But to know that I have nothing extraordinary to offer.
When it comes to laws, rules and regulations for the differently abled?
I definitely think the world in general is progressing. India is slow. The more people with different abilities that enter the job market, that's a change in itself. But आप देखो इंडिया में 10-20 साल पहले लोग जो व्हील चेयर पे बैठे थे, जो डेफ थे, वो बाहर से काम निकलते थे. अब तो वर्क फ्रॉम होम हो गया, लोग बाहर निकल रहे, जॉब ढूंढ रहे हैं, मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर्स भी है.
That is, I think, very shallow and very narrow कि if a person has a disability, ये मर क्यों नहीं जाता, इसको कहीं छोड़ के आ जाते हैं, क्या इसको हम केयर होम में डाल देते हैं, right? The mindset that is there, how do you think हम उस mindset को बदल पाएंगे, even if they are differently abled, physically challenged or not? Self-belief.
I think this is how your belief in yourself and confidence in yourself raises. अगर आप हमेशा वो देखेंगे, अगर वो कर पाया, मैं क्यों नहीं कर पाया?
आज के एपिसोड में हमारे साथ हैं एक ऐसी शख्सियत जो ना सिर्फ इंडिया की एक बहुत ही एस्टीम्ड मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर हैं और देश की पहली फीमेल लाइफ कोच हैं, बल्कि अपनी शेयर डेडिकेशन और रिलेंटलेस एफर्ट से चेंज मेकर का टाइटल भी अपने नाम कर चुकी हैं. हम बात कर रहे हैं अलमा चोपड़ा की. डिस्पाइट बीइंग डिफरेंटली एबल्ड, उन्होंने अपनी स्ट्रगल्स को स्ट्रेंथ में बदलकर दुनिया के सामने एक मिसाल रखी है. आज के इस खास एपिसोड में हमने अलमा जी के साथ मिलकर जाना कि सेरेब्रल अटैक्सिया क्या होता है और कैसे उन्होंने इस न्यूरोलॉजिकल कंडीशन को अपने लिए एक इंस्पिरेशन में बदल दिया. हमने उनसे डिस्कस किया कि एक व्हीलचेयर बाउंड लाइफ के चैलेंजेस क्या होते हैं, कैसे उन्होंने रेजिलियंस डेवलप की और कैसे वो मेंटल हेल्थ, सक्सेस और इंक्लूसिविटी को अपनी लाइफ कोचिंग के जरिए प्रमोट करती हैं. तो अगर आप भी मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ, सेल्फ ग्रोथ और इंक्लूसिविटी के बारे में सीखना चाहते हैं तो इस एपिसोड को एंड तक जरूर देखिए. I just want to know that how it happened, how the disorder was diagnosed.
Okay. So I was diagnosed at a time when not only ataxia wasn't unheard of, but cerebellar ataxia was unheard of. So ataxia has several types, most commonly known as genetic disorder. But ataxia in general is a neurological condition that it happens when your cerebellum, which is at the base of your skull, is somehow impaired from some kind of maybe accident or injury. But the funny thing is that I didn't have any presupposing condition. I didn't have an accident. I didn't have an injury.
Okay.
No high fever. Things, that might have hurt my brain. So I remember I used to go to all different doctors, parents trying to figure out what's wrong with their kid. And eventually, my doctor at NIH, they couldn't find anything in the family tree. And he's like, he took my parents into the other room. And I was young, like 8-10 years old. And I overheard him. This may mean that it's a mutation.
Okay.
Do you know what that means? So at that age, this was like in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know, at that time, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out that time,
Yes.
and the X-Men, right? So that's all I heard was mutation. Oh my God, I have a mutation. And that was the seed of my resilience. That's why I was able to So what I'm saying is I was diagnosed with life-threatening, not life-threatening, but something that changes your life dramatically.
Yes.
But it's all about the mindset, right? What I heard at that time, I heard X-Men, I heard new Ninja Turtles. So, I mean, of course, the change didn't happen right away, but slowly that's what settled into my mind, and that's why I can that's why I can do what I do today.
But how did this neurological condition of yours affected your childhood and shaped the perspective of your life?
So I think having a neurological condition at a time when, first of all, different abilities weren't really known or accepted, that was a problem in itself, right? The stigmas, the doubts, how people looked at you obviously affects how you look at yourself. And on top of that, being a child at such a vulnerable age, you're just stepping into a phase of your life where the perception of yourself is determined by how others perceive you, right? So coming into that age with something that makes you, by definition, different, it's very traumatic. So that already set me apart. So I think over the years of my childhood, my adolescence, I had to cultivate how to accept myself and how to positively look at myself despite what society, media, peers, family, what they're thinking and saying.
नहीं, बचपन कैसा था? How was your childhood?
I had a great childhood. I mean, if you look at my childhood, I'll say I had a great childhood. Now, as I grew up, yes, I had problems walking. I was a gymnast. If you know, in gymnastics, you do tumbles and you do cartwheels, flips on a balance beam, maybe an inch thick, a beam which is maybe 4 feet off the ground. That's what I used to do. And I used to do on the trampoline, I used to do backflips, square flips. Then when I was diagnosed, the very next day, they had a baby beam an inch off the ground. I couldn't even balance on that beam. So it was devastating. I was an all-rounder athlete. You take soccer. I was center mid. So center mid is a position that has to run the most in the game. So obviously you'll put your fastest and your strongest runner in that position. And that position was mine. And to all of a sudden not be able to do that, to lose your coordination in running, like that used to set me apart. Okay, this girl is so athletic. She goes to the gymnastics. Not everyone does gymnastics. She does all these athletic feats. And all of a sudden that's taken away from you. It's like, okay, well, if I can't do that anymore, what really can I do? Okay, all kids do academics. I'm in academics. What makes me stand out? I can't play sports, which used to make me stand out. I can't do gymnastics. I can't be a ballerina. I can't be a dancer. Okay, I'm just now a kid in school. What's so great about that, right? So it was hard to face that because every kid wants to feel good about themselves. Every person wants to feel good about themselves. But to know that I have nothing extraordinary to offer was a real setback for me.
But with the condition, being wheelchair bound, right? What are the most significant challenges that you faced growing up?
अगर मैं challenges के बारे में बात करूं, सबसे बड़ी challenge ये है जो मैं आज उसके ऊपर काम कर रही हूं. It's the societal perception. अगर मैं wheelchair पे हूं, अगर मेरे को help चाहिए, मदद चाहिए वो पकड़ने में, या जब मैं बाहर जाऊंगी मेरा खाना काटने में मेरे को मदद चाहिए, अगर आप मेरे को ऐसी नजर से देखेंगे जैसे what's wrong with this girl, फिर मेरे को कैसे महसूस होगा?
जी.
I think that is the biggest thing It's not really how medically I was differently abled. It's how society further disables people that are already handicapped.
आपने अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ में किस तरीके के चैलेंजेस फेस करे हैं? कैन यू शेयर अ फ्यू सिचुएशंस वेयर यू वर स्टक बट यू कुड गेट आउट ऑफ इट?
मैं मतलब सबकी जिंदगी में चैलेंज होता है ना, but I'll share with you some things that pushed me forward, that taught me resilience. So I used to horseback ride. तो एक बारी घोड़े से जब गिरते हो, मतलब घोड़ा इतना बड़ा है और आदमी इतना छोटा है. It's kind of like it's daunting. मेरे को अब उस पे चढ़ना नहीं, फिर से गिर जाऊंगी. But that was one of the turning points I learned. अगर आप उठ के फिर दोबारा से try again, that's when you're defeated. And I'll tell you the truth. There's one quote, one of 3 quotes that I, till this day, I tell myself all the time. The first quote I want to share with you is, you're not defeated when you fail. You're defeated when you quit. And that's something I learned very early on. If you keep at something and you're persistent, you never fail, because you think about it, what is success? Success is built on your failures. आप एक बारी चीज करेंगे, एक बारी में आपको सक्सेस नहीं मिलेगा. आप करेंगे, आप गिर जाएंगे, दोबारा करेंगे, आप फिर करेंगे, दोबारा करेंगे, लोग खाएंगे, पर एक दिन आप कुछ ना कुछ पाएंगे. That day you'll be successful.
But see, I feel a lot of positive energy from your end. What is the source of that energy? मैं जानना चाहता हूँ कि a lot of people lose hope. A lot of people have disabilities and they feel that, I can't do anything. I cannot do anything. I am disabled. I am handicapped. I can't move. I can't do this. I can't do that. And when I see you, you're living with a condition which is, I think, very difficult for a person to, for mobility, right? And many things. What is the source of that energy that you have?
I don't think there is one source. I think everyone's energy is cumulative, right? You get it from many different directions. Your partner, your friends, your family, society, your achievements, your successes, your dreams, your hopes, right? Same thing for me. Sabse pehle hai, it's your mindset. If you, like you said, there are many people, and I agree with you, and people are faced with challenge very quickly, they'll pick up their hands, it's about the mindset, growth mindset. Okay, this is a challenge, but I'll overcome it. It's about trying again, the willingness, the perseverance, right? And unfortunately, just up hard jenge, that's when you're defeated. When you tell yourself, I'm not going to do this, I can't do this, I'm done, then wo sach hota hai. Because although we hear a lot, right, from our friends, from television, sabse jaruri hai, the most important thing is what we tell ourselves. आप मेरे को बोल सकते, ये लड़की मोटी है, ये लड़की she's ineffective. जब मैं खुद को बोलूंगी, I'm stupid, I'm fat, that's when the difference happens. That's when that becomes my reality. When you say it to me, it hurts, but when I say it to myself, that's when it becomes my reality.
But how can a person get that positive mindset?
Yeah, I think you get that positive again, there's not one place to get that positive mindset. It's about the support. It's about the willingness. See, when you cultivate a growth mindset, उसपे आपको देखना, the glass is not half empty, it's half full. You know, it's not something मैंने खुद से सीखा नहीं. You know, it's slowly, like resilience मैंने सीखा नहीं. बार जब मैं 10 साल की थी, 11 साल की थी, 12 साल की थी, 13 साल की थी, 14, challenges kept coming. जब आपके मन में है मेरे को आगे बढ़ना है, whatever it is, you look at your friends, मेरे को उसके जैसे बनना है. That's when you push yourself. That's when you will overcome. That's when your resilience is formed. एक बारी से नहीं होता, 2 बारी से नहीं होता है. Resilience won't happen. It happens over time. That's how resilience is strengthened.
But if we talk about the steps, how to build a growth mindset. How can a person have a growth mindset? How can a person have a strong mindset, a positive mindset?
I think in order to have a growth mindset, first of all, you have to be open and you have to be willing. So when you're open and when you're willing, you are able to see past the challenges. You can turn your challenges into opportunities. When you can see that, that's when the growth mindset happens. You have to be willing to learn. जब आप बोलेंगे हो गया मैं ये सबसे टॉप बन गया मैं और नहीं सीख सकता हूँ, that's when you don't have growth mindset. You have to know that you're just a vessel, and all these experiences are gonna happen to you, and similarly you can happen to the experiences.
I don't know what inspired you to become a motivational speaker and a life coach.
When I was younger, I had many aspirations. The first one of which was मेरे को पहले मैं US में थी. I want to be the first female president of the United States. That was my first aspiration. Then I was like, I want to be a gymnast on the US Olympics team. Then I want to be the first female astronaut. So I saw these couldn't happen. But, and like many counterparts of mine, I was very depressed. I was just living life in doldrums, पढ़ाई करना है, खाना खाना है, सोना है, ठीक है, दूसरा दिन आ गया, फिर से कर सब कुछ, used to therapy, go to gym, just to maintain life, and I think at a certain point, there came a time when I realized, just when I used to go to the gym, when I used to go into public, people used to appreciate me. The strength that I had, going to the gym, just my difficulties, small things like that, inspired me actually to turn the tables and to become a motivational speaker. Because it was partially with those experiences, I realized that I have something to offer, right? When you have a challenge and you start thinking of yourself, if it's really small, just a minute kara tha, you feel like mere paas ab kuch nahi hai dene ke liye. Nothing makes me stand out. Nothing makes me special. So when I had experiences, when people started appreciating me, I'm like, okay, I have something to offer. These validated me. So like I saw it didn't happen once, like maybe 20-30 times. मेरे को जब validation हुआ था, मैंने अपने आप में थाम लिया, ठीक है, मेरे पास कुछ है देने के लिए. And I believe that regardless of someone's ability, everyone has something to give. Truthless. Everyone is placed on the planet for a reason.
True.
So, I interviewed so many people with different abilities. Here in India, we have a little bit of a more narrow mindset. and many people who are born with without limbs or things like that, they were told, their parents were told to get rid of these children. But so it's also spiritual in some aspect, but everyone is put here for a reason. It's just a matter of that person finding their way, finding their strength, and making it shine.
Alma, you have turned your personal challenges into a mission of advocating inclusivity and awareness, right? And you also said कि लोगों का जो mindset है इंडिया में, that is, I think, very shallow and very narrow. कि if a person has a disability, ये मर क्यों नहीं जाता, इसको कहीं छोड़ के आ जाते हैं, या इसको हम केयर होम में डाल देते हैं, राइट? द माइंडसेट दैट इज देयर, हाउ डू यू थिंक हम उस माइंडसेट को बदल पाएंगे? वो माइंडसेट कैसे बदलेगा?
बदलेगा, जरूर बदलेगा. आई थिंक आहिस्ता आहिस्ता बदलेगा. I already in the last 10 years मैं एक awareness देख रही हूँ. अगर आप मेरे को पूछेंगे 10 साल पहले diversity के बारे में, inclusion के बारे में, ये कहाँ था? Now I'm seeing people all over the world. ठीक है, India may be a little bit far behind, maybe a little bit more narrow, but still it's happening in India too. आप देखेंगे there are more people vocal about their illnesses, about their needs, right? We have a Disability Act. Yes. Regardless of the issues. है तो ना हमारे पास. So it's coming, and it's gonna come even more. The way this wave is happening, it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of कब होगा.
I just wanted to understand one thing. I think मैं कहना ये चाहता हूँ कि the mindset, how can we, change the mindset? How can we advocate people to do what is right?
मैं वही कह रही हूँ. जब जितना आप vocal होंगे about the right thing, जैसे हम बात कर रहे थे, your friend, when you are vocal about these are my needs, this is what I want, ये कमी है, it's not about controversy, it's about what's right. जब तक आप बोलेंगे नहीं, कुछ सलवा नहीं होगा, right? And now if you look at today's society, there are voices around the world, also in India, that are coming out that are talking about these issues. And I think that is what brings awareness, and that is what ultimately brings change.
As I said, that you turned your diagnosis into your strength. आपको क्या मोटिवेट करता है हर रोज, every day, to continue to work, especially जब चीजें बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाती हैं? I have seen a lot of people जो इस तरीके की कंडीशन के अंदर they lose hope, right? What would you suggest or you advise for those people to keep going?
First, I'll tell you my story, the way I do it.
Right.
So, मेरा तो शुरुआत हुआ था from my own diagnosis,
okay,
my own difficulties. तो अब जो मैं NGO खोल रही हूँ, it's, अगर आप सारे disability NGO को देखते हैं इंडिया में, they're all about skill development, educating people with different abilities, empowering them, therapy for them, healthcare for them. मेरा aim कुछ और ही है. जो मैंने तकलीफ पाया है, वो तकलीफ सबसे बड़ा तकलीफ सोसाइटी से था. Awareness, वो मेरे को कैसे देखते. And that's my primary goal. So जैसे मैंने बोला था, it didn't take me 1 day or 2 days or even 20 days to understand this. I was hibernating for many years in depression. जैसे लोग बोलते हैं, why me? I was there too. But at some point I said, I don't want to, I have to live my life 80, 90, 100 years, jo bhi hai. I'm not going to let my condition dictate my life. Let my life dictate my condition. So when I understood that, that's when I started all my initiatives. The minute, so okay, मैं यहाँ हूँ इस planet पे, जब मैं जाऊंगी कुछ करके दिखाऊंगी. And I think that's my advice to people. It's not just about अगर मेरे को ये हो गया, वो हो गया, अब मैं कैसे जीऊंगी. हम सबके पास एक यूनिक स्ट्रेंथ है, आपको सिर्फ ढूंढना है.
I think that's the motivation mantra and the mindset shift that you had with time.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people, I know a lot of hate will come when I say this, that people start playing a victim card with themselves.
Mhm.
That I am a victim, I have a problem, I can't do anything, I am not able to do this because I am the problem. And they don't want to come out of the problem. That's where they're stuck. And that's, I think, where what you are trying to educate people, you are trying to spread awareness about, is you have to come out from the situation.
बिल्कुल. As people can call you stupid, they can abuse you, they can call you victim, they can, but जब आप खुद को बोलेंगे, हाँ मैं victim हूँ, हाँ मैं नहीं कर सकती हूँ, हाँ मैं हार गई, मैं stupid हूँ, that's when that it becomes reality. और actually society में right now the weakest people are the people with impairments, right? Because they don't have that much self-esteem. So when you are already broken a little bit because you're not the same, society will continue putting you down, and until you say, and it's easy for you to tell yourself that, okay, yeah, I'm down, yeah, I'm stupid, yeah, I can't learn, yeah, this and that, है ना?
Right.
पर जब आप वो वॉल बना सकते हो कि हाँ ये लोग सब ये कह रहे हैं पर मेरा जर्नी कुछ और है, फिर आप उठ के आप कुछ कर पाएंगे.
I think you just have to create a shield,
Yeah.
that protects you, and you grow.
Right.
You have that growth mindset. You develop yourself within, and you come out in the open world where sometimes you have that thought that, this world is not for me. Especially when it comes to disabilities, people think that I have a disability and I am not for this world, right? I'm because बहुत ज़्यादा एक inferiority complex होना start हो जाता है लोगों को कि यार I will not be able to compete with the people who are completely normal, or the people who have their limbs, all the limbs, and who don't have any disability. Do you think so?
Yeah, definitely. I think when the first thing is, I think the word is wrong. जब आप मेरे को बोलेंगे, Alma, you have a disability, वो क्या, आप क्या समझते हो? What do you think that says to me? अगर मैं यहाँ आती हूँ, मैं बोलती हूँ, hi Dhruv, I'm Alma, I have a disability called cerebellar ataxia. Versus, अगर मैं आऊँगी, मैं बोलूँगी, hi Dhruv, my name is Alma, I'm a motivational speaker. आपको फर्क क्या है इसमें? दोनों इंट्रोडक्शन में फर्क क्या लगा?
It's different. At one place, you said that I am not able to do things, and on the other side, you said I am a motivational speaker. I am able to do everything.
Yeah.
That's what I personally
Yeah,
feel.
it's a contrast, right?
Yeah.
तो अगर आप मेरे को बार बार बोलेंगे you have a disability, फिर मैं भी बोलूंगी ना I have a disability, और फिर मैं
Yeah.
आपको एक सवाल पूछती हूँ
जी.
आप मेरे को DIS से वर्ड बताओ, तीन वर्ड बताओ.
किससे?
DIS से.
DIS.
हाँ जी.
Disable, discomfort, distract.
तीनों में कॉमन क्या है?
Pain.
पेन, नेगेटिविटी.
Negativity.
तो जब आप मेरे को बोलते हैं या मैं खुद को बोलती हूँ डिसेबल्ड हूँ, क्या क्या मन में क्या आता है? वो दिस है ना, नेगेटिव है, कुछ कमी है ना. तो पहले तो ये वर्ड सबसे बुरा है. आप किसी को बोलो, मेरे को भी बोलो, मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. But you look at someone with even maybe not such a strong mindset, it's not, the word is not correct. Because अगर पहले तो अगर सेल्फ एस्टीम डाउन है तो अब आप सोसाइटी और भी डाउन कर रहे. वो खुद को बोलेगा मैं डिसेबल हूँ, तो मेरा एनजीओ जब मैं चलाऊंगी, मेरा सबसे पहला इनिशिएटिव क्या है? सबसे बड़ा इनिशिएटिव अभी नहीं होगा, 5 साल में भी नहीं होगा, 10 साल में भी नहीं होगा. This word, this disability, it has to remove from dictionary. हमको segregate करना है, ठीक है? You call us differently abled, which I already do. But don't call me disabled. I do not place this in my ability, and no one else should either. Because our capabilities are just the same as anyone else's, and sometimes even more. And it's not fair that you call us disabled.
Every person, behind every person's success, there is a support system. How important your family was, and in your journey, how much support that they give you?
सबका जर्नी एक ही से शुरू होता है ना, एक माँ से, और फिर एक फादर और फैमिली से होता है. So I think the family is very important in shaping who you are. Your first definition of love, first definition of nurturing, first definition of obedience, behavior, it all comes from your family. तो अभी हमारा सोसाइटी जो है ज़्यादा इंडिविजुअलिज्म में जा रहा है, ज़्यादा कैपिटलिज्म में जा रहा है. ये मेरा है, मैंने खुद करा, मैं अपने से करूँगी, है ना. पर एक्चुअली ऐसे होता नहीं. नॉट जस्ट माई सक्सेस, हर एक बंदे का सक्सेस में पूरा मतलब पूरा मूवी का सेट है ना. फैमिली होता है, कम्युनिटी होता है, टीचर्स होते हैं, फ्रेंड्स होते हैं. इट्स सो जब लोग बोलते हैं कि आई एम सक्सेस, आई स्टूड ऑन माय ओन 2 feet, खुद से, ये कभी नहीं हो सकता. और मेरे केस में भी ऐसे नहीं हुआ. सबसे पहले तो मेरा फैमिली है, मेरे को बड़ा किया. That's where I got my definitions of family, of love, of perseverance, of endurance, of resilience. फिर आगे से मेरे फ्रेंड्स थे, मेरे एडवाइजर्स थे, my colleagues. Now, ऐसा में चेंज होता गया, but the support always is there. It's always there. It's never, you can never say ये success सिर्फ मेरा ही था. हमेशा किसी ना किसी का हाथ है. Your education, your thought process, it came from somewhere.
अक्सर हम देखते हैं there are a lot of people वो अपनी एबिलिटीज पे डाउट करते हैं. They doubt their own abilities, even if they are differently abled, physically challenged or not. इस सेल्फ बिलीफ कैसे बिल्ड करेंगे? How can a person build self belief?
सेल्फ बिलीफ ऐसा आहिस्ता आता है. आई मीन चैलेंजेस होते रहते हैं जिंदगी में, स्ट्रेसेस होते रहते हैं, है ना. डाउट्स भी, मेरे को भी डाउट्स आते हैं, पर इट्स अबाउट, जैसे एक एग्जांपल देती हूँ. हमारा अभी न्यू ईयर गुजर गया ना, तो हर बंदा बोलते हाँ आपका न्यू ईयर रेजोल्यूशन क्या है. आज इस साल तो मेरे को 20 किलो कम करना है. अरे भाई 20 किलो, आज पता नहीं आज क्या होगा, 3 मिनट में क्या होगा. इस साल का रेजोल्यूशन आप ये बोलो ना, मेरा 2 हफ्ते का रेजोल्यूशन, manageable, something seeable, something that can be tangible. जब आप इतने बड़े बड़े ख्वाब लेकर आते हो अपने, then it's you're inviting self-defeat. And so in order to build your self-belief system, you make small goals. You celebrate yourself, let yourself enjoy that you accomplished something. And I think this is how your belief in yourself and confidence in yourself raises. अगर आप हमेशा वो देखेंगे, अगर वो कर पाया, मैं क्यों नहीं कर पाया, you'll always result in doubt.
I think if what you're saying is, if a person start developing small, simple, easy habits and practices them, one step at a time, each and every day, right? Small little goals lead to big things, right?
Yeah.
That's, I think, where self-belief and self-confidence can be built in a person.
Yeah, so अगर जैसा आपका रेजोल्यूशन है, अगर मेरे को 20 किलो कम करना है इस साल एंड तक, है ना. अब हम जनवरी में, मैंने देखा नहीं कल क्या होगा, एक नवंबर में क्या होगा, मैं कौन पहुंचूंगी, मैं किसके साथ होंगी, कहाँ रहूंगी, कौन किसको मालूम है. So I'm saying, if we're on January 1st, you say, okay, in the next 2 weeks, I want to lose half a kilo. I'm not going to eat sugar. That's something realistic, something small, something manageable, something we can measure, right? The moment you आप इतना बड़ा बाइट खा लेते हैं, फिर कौन चुबाएगा इसको, अंदर कैसे जाएगा. Small, manageable.
See, every person has a lot of ups and downs in their life, right? मैं भी लो फील करता हूँ. Everybody feels low. तो वो पॉजिटिविटी, कभी कभी ऐसा होता है ना, that we lose hope. We feel नहीं हो रहा, it's not possible. And a lot of people say that there are certain ways to stay positive, always stay positive. Is there a way where a person can always stay positive?
No, it's not about it's not about learning and driving your mind. It's about the actions that you take. So in order to stay positive, yes, there's some हम एक्सरसाइज जरूर कर सकते हैं, ब्रीदिंग कर सकते हैं, मेडिटेशन कर सकते हैं माइंड को काम करने के लिए, पर सभी को हो जाएगा अप्स एंड डाउन, मेरे को भी होते हैं ना. सो it's there is no one recipe to say आप ये ले लो, ये फॉलो कर लो, ये खा लो और आप पॉजिटिव ही रहेंगे. सबको होता है, सिर्फ आपको जब आपको होता है आप अपने टूल्स निकालो और देखो आपको फायदा क्या हो सकता है.
So you just have to follow certain things. You have to be mindful.
जो मेरे को हेल्प करेगा आपको नहीं हेल्प करेगा. देखो जब आज फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं भी लो होती हूँ, बट मेरा कंडीशन ये है, तो अगर मैं आज बेड से नहीं निकलूंगी, मेरा फंक्शनिंग कम हो जाएगा, तो फिर कल मेरे को और भी मुश्किल हो जाएगा चलने में. व्हीलचेयर में बैठ ही नहीं सकती, क्योंकि 2 घंटे के लिए व्हीलचेयर में बैठूं फिर मैं चल ही नहीं पाती because your muscles have memory, right? So, I mean, for me, it's like depression, let's say, it's a cycle, है ना? So, it's comfortable to stay in the cycle, but it's a matter of getting ourselves out. मेरे को क्या साइकिल से बाहर निकालता है वो अलग होगा जो आपको साइकिल से बाहर निकाले. So, like, for people in therapy trying to overcome anxiety, depression, jo bhi, whatever the challenge is, there's no one recipe. आप therapy जाओ, psychoanalysis कर लो, ठीक हो जाएंगे. For everyone is different. You find out what your problems are. According to that, you make your routine. Maybe it's talking therapy, maybe it's psychoanalysis, different things. Maybe you just need physical exertion, maybe you need mental exertion. Har badne ka, because mind and body, they're related, right? So it's when you help someone, you have to, has to be holistic. नहीं तो आजकल आप देखते हो you go to a psychologist, ठीक है, वो सिर्फ माइंड के ऊपर काम करते हैं, but it's not. The problem is in the body, it's not in the mind always, right? Because your mind and body are related. आपने सुना होगा mind and mind-gut relation.
Yes.
And the chemicals, they're secreted not just in our mind, not just in our gut, पूरे body में जाते हैं.
It's all about the mind-body relationship. Yes.
Yeah, so it by virtue, it has to be holistic to help people.
But as you only say that mental health is more important than the physical health, right? You have said it in a lot of your reels and videos. Yes. But can you please guide us with a very simple exercise where we can, जो हर इंसान कर सकता है just to, divert their mind and bring in more positivity in their everyday life?
तो एक exercise जो बिल्कुल काम करेगा is breathing. जब मेरे को भी होता है, sometimes you get anxious, sometimes आप काम में कर रहे हो, ये काम नहीं हो सकता है, मेरे सब बॉस को अभी 2 घंटे में चेक कैसे होगा, इतना काम है, मैं कैसे कर पाऊंगा, 2 ही आते हैं ना. I think at that time आप सिर्फ 1 मिनट 2 मिनट ले लो और सिर्फ deep inhale and deep exhale, ये 3 बारी करो. आपका एक तो माइंड शांत हो जाएगा, और जब आपका माइंड शांत हो जाता है आपका फिर बॉडी भी रिलैक्स हो जाता है. और फिर ये जरूरी होता है that when your mind and body are relaxed, you are able to function more properly.
That's true.
So it's just, actually 9 problems out of 10 are because of anxiety, because of panic, because of doubt, because of fear. And this is just an exacerbation of our nervous system. फिर जब हमारा nervous system excited हो जाता है, फिर हम ये सारे सोचते. So it's just about taking 2 minutes, bringing जो सारे यहाँ पे जो सारे thoughts है अंदर लाओ. Once you do that, फिर अपना काम शुरू होता है. Do you know that there's a scientific study that shows आप meditation करो, employees जो है अगर वो करेंगे 10 मिनट उनकी शिफ्ट से पहले, वो उनके प्रोडक्टिविटी ऊंचा जाता है. क्यों जाता है? Because they're relaxed and they're calm. बॉस तो वही है, deliverables वही है, timings वही है. तो फिर change क्या हुआ? It's the mindset.
Let's talk about your initiative, Udaan.
Yes, sure. That's only one of my initiatives. I have many initiatives. So Udaan is a WhatsApp support group that I formed for the disabled, for the differently abled, by the differently abled. my thought process was इनको एक सेफ जगह मिले क्योंकि मेरे को मालूम है you're very self-conscious when you have a different ability. मेरे को ये सवाल है वो सवाल है हर क्या सोचेंगे लोग है ना. So that's the thought process by which I started this community. Right now, I've opened the community. So now it's an inclusive community made for all people, but created by the differently abled.
What is exactly the role? What role does the community play?
So I think the role of the community is it's just a area to spread your support. If you have questions, know that people out there are maybe have the same questions, have answers for you, and will not judge you. So there are people on there with different abilities, mental, physical. There are people, entrepreneurs on there. There are people from government on there. It's a diverse community. And just to know that it's a safe place where you can ask questions, get what you need, and if, not always having to know that this person is going to judge me because the questions I'm asking are because of the way that I look. I think that's important.
Alma, your mission focuses on breaking barriers. Your mission focuses on a lot of things where there are a lot of challenges when it comes to people with disabilities, as you say, people who are differently abled, accessibilities, right? There are a lot of changes that are happening. But do you think that India somewhere is progressing when it comes to laws, rules and regulations for the differently abled?
I definitely think the world in general is progressing. India is slow, but there are changes. Every day, every voice, whenever there's a complaint, you say, I need a ramp. You say, I want to be involved in this school. Get me admission.
Right.
But when we start raising these complaints, when a person with a different ability goes to a job market, and the more people with different abilities that enter the job market, that's a change in itself. But आप देखो इंडिया में 10-20 साल पहले लोग जो व्हीलचेयर पे बैठे थे, जो डेफ थे, वो बाहर से कहाँ निकलते थे. अब तो वर्क फ्रॉम होम हो गया, लोग बाहर निकल रहे, जॉब ढूंढ रहे, मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर्स भी है. They're अभी मैंने वीडियो बनाया था, and I personally have been very involved in history and the arts, so I'm aware of this. But I just did a video, Beethoven, Frida Kahlo. Right now there's a artist in the US, pop artist, all with different abilities, autism. Beethoven was going deaf. Frida had spina bifida. You see all these, and like slowly, when you hear these stories, and आप देखेंगे, हाँ मेरे पड़ोसी लोग ये भी बाहर निकले, जो चल नहीं पा रही है, वो भी देखो, वो लंदन गए अपने मास्टर्स लेने. फिर दूसरे लोगों वो बोलेंगे, जिन्होंने सोचा काश हम नहीं कर पाएंगे, उनको भी थोड़ा सा हौसला मिलेगा. उसने करा, शायद मैं भी कर पाऊंगी.
True.
So I think वो changes जो हम ढूंढ रहे हैं, जो मैं ढूंढ रही हूँ, वो शायद नहीं है. पर जैसे लोग निकल के बाहर आ जाएंगे और बोलेंगे हमको रैंप चाहिए। अगर मैं 10 रेस्टोरेंट जाऊंगी और मैं हर एक को बोलूंगी आप मेरा खाना काट के लाओ, ये तो अवेयरनेस ही है ना। ऐसा फिर ये चेंज हो रहा है।
Can you share a moment where you have, you felt proud or emotional in your work? Something where you have felt that yes, I am making a change, I have done something for the community, or you feel that yes, there's a difference that I've created.
ध्रुवा, मेरे को कोई सवाल पूछो पर ये मत पूछो, क्योंकि मेरे पास कोई जवाब ही नहीं है। आप जितना काम कर रही हूँ मैं, I am not able to pick out one thing that has given me so much pride. Say because of this, I am so proud of myself. मैं हर एक काम जो करती हूँ, हर एक स्टेप जो लेती हूँ, I'm proud because that one step makes a difference. जो कभी मैं सोचती हूँ, मेरा अभी इवेंट हुआ था पिछले साल में, मेरा पहले इवेंट था गोवा में। मैंने इतना बड़ा स्टेप मैंने कैसे ले लिया, मैंने अभी तो काम शुरू करा। Nervous तो होते हैं ना, you have to all the setup, all the flyers, the printing, you have to make sure you know how to talk and present yourself. आप स्टॉल कैसे रन करेंगे, थोड़ा सा नर्वस तो होते हैं ना। पर मैंने ये देखा और this is what I learned. The biggest part is just being there. जो होगा जो नहीं होगा वो दूसरी बात है, वो छोड़ो। पर सबसे जरूरी और सबसे पहला चीज है मेरे लिए is एल्मा गई थी माँ। मेरा कहने का मतलब ये है 99% जो है is the effort. जो हुआ लीड्स मिले, जो लीड्स नहीं मिले, आपका स्टॉल कामयाब थे, फ्लायर्स काफी थे, वो सेकेंडरी है। सबसे पहले है मैं गई थी माँ, मेरा एफर्ट था, my intention was there, बस आपका ये है, काम हो जाएगा। You heard of manifestation?
Yes.
This is the first thing in manifestation. आप सोच रहे हो मेरे को तो मून पे जाना है ना। मेरे को the biggest thing in manifestation is those actionable steps you're taking towards your goal. ठीक है, आपको मून पे जाना है, आपने नासा से वो ट्रेनिंग लिया, स्टेप्स लिया जाने के लिए, वो whatever जो फी भरना है वो लिया, जो ब्रेथ होल्ड करा आपने, करा, जरूर जाएंगे।
Do you think that manifestation helps you to achieve everything?
I think manifestation is hard. So अगर आपको manifest कुछ करना है, आपको हर रोज सोचना है कि ये नहीं सोचना कि मेरे को वो चाहिए। आप ये सोचो मेरे पास वो है ना। आप देखो, आप महसूस करो, है ना। पर उसके बावजूद आप स्टेप्स लो। अगर आपको वो लाल गाड़ी चाहिए, आप हर रोज, चाहे एक हफ्ते, एक महीने, 7 साल, आप सोचो मेरे को वो लाल फरारी चाहिए। पर उसके लिए क्या कर, ठीक है, आपने सोच लिया, आपने महसूस कर लिया, पर आप क्या कर रहे हो? आप जॉब जा रहे हो, आप जॉब में क्या कर रहे हो? आप 9 बजे पंच करते हो, 5 बजे पंच आउट, उससे ना प्रमोशन मिलेगा, ना आपको बस इम्प्रेस होगा, ना फिर, क्योंकि फरारी वो सस्ता चीज नहीं है। तो पैसे कहाँ से मिलेंगे? जब आप हार्ड वर्क करेंगे, जब आप स्टेप्स लेंगे फरारी खरीदने के लिए, जरूर आएगा फरारी।
वन मैसेज आई वुड लाइक फ्रॉम यू फॉर पीपल जो अपनी ड्रीम्स को छोड़ देते हैं।
मेरे को 4 चीज कहने हैं आपके ऑडियंस से। Very first thing, there's a quote that I strongly believe in. Don't let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. हाँ जी, उसने बेब रूथ ने भी बोला था ये ना। तो क्या होता है, हम इतने डर जाते हैं, जैसा बोल रहे थे, डांट करते रहते अपने आप को, काश ये कर पाएगा, कर सकेंगे या नहीं। जैसे ये डांट होता है, हम कर नहीं पाते। So सबसे पहले ये है, my next go-to quote is, blessed are the cracked, for those people let the light in. ये quote ग्राउचो मार्क्स ने लिखा है। And मेरे को इतना इंस्पिरेशन मिलता है ये सुन के, because जब से मैं छोटी थी, मैं भी थोड़ा सा क्रैक हूँ, मैं ब्रोकन हूँ। जब आपका कुछ मेंटल, फिजिकल या ट्रॉमा जब कुछ होता है, आपका कुछ छिल जाता है ना। पर to me this quote means you're not done, you're not different. आप सोचेंगे लोग जो have different abilities, वो बोलेंगे मैं चल नहीं पाती, मैं डेफ हूँ, मेरा काम हो गया। ठीक है, हमारी जिंदगी क्रैक हो गया, पर ये इसका मतलब जो क्रैक है वो सबसे ब्लेस है, बिकॉज वो रोशनी सीधा अंदर जाता है। आपका रोशनी आपके ऊपर स्टेप हो जाता है, आपके अंदर जा ही नहीं सकता। मैं क्रैक हूं, मेरे अंदर जा सकता है। तीसरा कोट है जो मैंने आपको बताया, you are not defeated when you fail, you're defeated when you quit. है ना? तो that for me, that's something that has defined me. As I started, if you start believing that you're done as soon as you fail on your first chance, फिर आप तो खत्म हो। But if you have the mindset and if you believe that you're not done, it's just a learning experience, growth mindset, that's when you can grow. And the fourth thing is very archaic, but मैं बोलूँगी, many people don't believe in this, but it's something that has helped me. Fake it till you make it. So जब से मैं छोटी थी, I've been afraid, I've been doubtful, low self-esteem, I've had fear. And the only way I overcame these is by confronting, right? अगर आप हमेशा पीछे हट के रह जाएंगे कि नहीं, अगर करूँगी तो ये हो जाएगा, then you're always gonna stay in your comfort zone and you'll never grow. So what I did in my life is many times, even though I was scared to do something, and still to this day, जब मेरे को कुछ काम नहीं करना क्योंकि मैं अनकंफर्टेबल फील करती हूँ, मैं उसके बावजूद मेरे हाथ कांप रहे होंगे, पर फिर भी मैं कैमरा के आके या 10,000 लोग के सामने जाऊंगी और बोलूंगी, और जब मैं करूंगी ये हाथ जो ऐसे हिल रहे थे वो ऐसा शुरू हो जाएगा। फिर अगली बार जब मैं जाऊंगी वो होगा नहीं। And why? Because I faked it and then I made it. So it's like I fake, मैं मेरे दिमाग को बुद्धू करती हूँ, बुद्धू बनाती हूँ, फिर मैं कर पाती हूँ। because this is your greatest strength, but it's also your greatest enemy.
How do you handle a situation where people underestimate your capabilities? Because we were just talking about capabilities. How do you handle that situation?
मैं सीधा बोलती हूँ, मेरे को चैलेंज मत करो, अभी तक खा के करती हूँ. That's how I deal with challenges. When you underestimate my abilities, I take those challenges as opportunities to show how capable I am. Because there's no such thing as disability, right? So, I mean, you tell me I'm disabled, I'm incapable, I will do everything in my power to show you that I'm not, and maybe even you are.
Your life coaching focuses on practical and actionables, tools and methods, right? There are multiple methods and techniques that you have been using. क्या आप कुछ ऐसे स्पेसिफिक टेक्निक्स या एग्जाम्पल शेयर कर सकते हैं, या कोई ऐसा एग्जाम्पल बता सकते हैं जहाँ पे आपकी जो टूल्स एंड टेक्निक्स हैं उन्होंने किसी की लाइफ को ट्रांसफॉर्म करने में मदद करी हो?
I don't know how comfortable I am to say it, to expose the truth, but here, so like I said, जब आप किसी के साथ काम करते हो, it's very personal. आपको पहले समझना है. It's not just 1 hour. आप सोच रहे हो ना, थेरेपी जाता हूँ 1 घंटे के लिए. ऐसे होता है 1 घंटे में मैं ठीक हो जाऊंगा. It's a process. And for me, it's a holistic process. मैंने पहले कम से कम 6, 8, 10 महीने लगाए समझने में ये लड़का कैसे है, क्या करता है. फिर मैंने सोचा उसको ऐसे करना चाहिए. फिर हमने इम्प्लीमेंट करा, फिर रिजल्ट आने आगे. So it's a holistic approach, you know. जैसे आजकल लोग बोलते हैं मैं योगा के लिए जा रही हूँ या मैं मेडिटेशन के लिए जा रही हूँ, मेरा 1 घंटा का क्लास है, फिर मैं आके ये मीटिंग ले लूंगा.
Right.
ऐसे होता नहीं ना. It's a lifestyle.
Right.
Right? If you say ठीक है मेरा मेडिटेशन है 4 से 5, 3 से 4 में ये मीटिंग लेती हूँ, फिर 5 से 6 ये मीटिंग. मतलब आप सिर्फ एक्टिविटी करने जा रहे हो ना. मेडिटेशन इज अ स्टेट ऑफ माइंड. सिमिलरली आप कोई भी देख रहे हो, थेरेपी भी देख रहे हो, और मेडिटेशन, योगा, जो भी एक्सरसाइज, इट्स नॉट 1 घंटे के लिए करो, बट इट्स मोर. It requires a holistic approach. Everything requires a holistic approach. Mindfulness. If that mindfulness is not there, the presence of mind, the results that you're going to achieve are this much, as opposed to this much that you are able to receive.
True. That's actually something that everybody should understand.
Yeah.
Alma, you have also worked with a lot of, you've worked on creating places accessible for the differently abled. क्या आपके पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंसेस से भी आपको कुछ चीजें समझ में आई कि this should happen and these things should be implemented?
जब आप एक्सेसिबिलिटी की बात करते हैं, आप 2 तरीके के एक्सेसिबिलिटी की बात करते हैं. जब हम एक्सेसिबिलिटी के बारे में बात करते हैं, लोग सिर्फ सोचते हैं इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एक्सेसिबिलिटी, है ना, एलिवेटर्स, रैम्प्स, ये जैसे इसका व्हील चेयर कैसे जाएगा, इसकी मनूवर कैसे होगा. पर एक और भी एक्सेसिबिलिटी होता है, मतलब convenience and your bedside manner. That is accessibility too.
Okay.
Because some people need more patience and understanding. Like जैसे जब आपको कुछ कराना है, आप शायद एक बंदे को बोलेंगे हो जाएगा, बट अगर शायद जब मेरे को कुछ कराना है, मेरे को पहले तो मेरा लैंग्वेज बैरियर होगा, मे बी आई स्टटर, है ना, तो 2-3 बंदे में उनको लगेगा, it'll take them more time to understand what I'm saying. right?
Right.
So there are two types of accessibility. तो जब मैं accessibility के बारे में बात करती हूँ, सबसे पहले है awareness. जब there are two types, awareness and infrastructure accessibility. And now, so normally we talk about infrastructure accessibility. But what I believe is जब हमारा awareness हो जाएगा society में, समाज में, जब लोग समझने लगेंगे, सोचेंगे कि हाँ भाई ये लड़की व्हीलचेयर में आएगी, तो इसका भी सोचना है. अभी तो क्या है, अगर आप व्हीलचेयर में कहीं जाना है तो आपको जबरदस्ती साइड से जाना है. That's not fair, right? Because I'm just as an important citizen as you, right? Why is my entrance on the side, whereas you have a grand entrance?
True. Alma, you also collaborate with brands, with influencers, with policymakers and government bodies, right? And could you specify and share a specific example of a campaign or a project you're working with these partners has made a positive impact for the differently abled?
I mean, there are a lot of initiatives that are going on. And there's a lot of limelight that people want to bring through brand awareness and things like that to people with different abilities. And I personally know influencers themselves with different abilities, but I think the impact is not there. Just like you take our legislation,
right?
India में legislation तो है, पर implementation नहीं है. Policy makers तो है, 10 है, 20 है disability के ऊपर. पर आप देखो, एक भी policy maker का lived experience है नहीं, है ना? तो उसमें कमी आ जाएगी implementation में. So I think जो भी initiative impact होगा, वो तब तक नहीं होगा जब तक stakeholders खुद नहीं करेंगे. Like, I know my counterparts, they're models with different abilities and they're advocates with different abilities, or they've received awards from the president with different abilities. But जब तक ये लोग खुद आके पॉलिसी में चेंज नहीं करेंगे, पॉलिसीज चेंज नहीं होंगे,
तब तक I don't think there will be a big difference.
Right. Because change दो तरीके से होता है. Grassroots and from the top down. Grassroots से तो हो रहा है, जैसे मैं हूँ, है ना? मैं समाज में रहती हूँ. काफी लोग हैं जो समाज में रहते हैं, वो जितना वो कर सकते हैं वो वोकल कर रहे हैं, वो लाइट शाइन कर रहे हैं. But until it also comes from the government, there has to be a meeting, right? That meeting is not there yet.
You also offer services like diversity and inclusion for corporate and schools. Could you share how these services help these organizations?
So, सबसे पहले schools के बारे में बात करते हैं. तो what I believe is schools are, not to say that university and corporates are not, but schools are my main focus, because school से क्या होता है, वो हमारे फ्यूचर के लीडर्स बन रहे हैं.
Right.
यो यूनिवर्सिटीज कॉलेज, हमारा माइंड थोड़ा सा फिक्स्ड हो गया. हाँ, थोड़ा सा चेंज हो सकता है, पर ये जो स्कूल्स में है, ये तो बड़े बन के ये हमारे फ्यूचर जनरेशंस को आगे बढ़ाएंगे, तो उनको सिखाना ज़्यादा जरूरी है. So right now, we're in school level, we're at a place where we're being taught math and science and English and history and maybe languages. कोई diversity के बारे में बात ही नहीं करता. मैंने अभी बात कर रहा था. I had a talk and they don't know what diversity is. So I think making people understand diversity is every day in the clothes you wear, the people you meet, the food that you eat. हमारे जो घर में चाइना से आता है, ताइवान से आता है, इंडिया से आता है. जब हम ये understand करेंगे at that age, फिर तो like मेरा मतलब वो seed at that age, we have to give the seed. It's at that age. Because जब आप seed उसी age पे देंगे, तभी कुछ उगेगा ना. So it's important to give the seed at that age. हाँ, मैं ये corporates भी जाती हूँ ना, talking about how to implement diversity. And हाँ, change कर सकते हैं, पर yes, समझना, which is most important, is going to come from school.
What, according to you, are the critical gaps in policy or public understanding about the disability rights that need to be implemented and should have immediate attention?
The biggest gap is the awareness. Once the awareness is there, जैसे लोग को समझ जाएगा that there are people who are as capable and as important as us, then there's going to be a change. Oh, जो हम 2% seats रखते हैं ना differently able students के लिए, वो नहीं हो जाएगा. If you say, okay, I have a school and I have allotted 2% seats for disabled children.
Yeah.
आप एक मिनट आप सोचो, ये अगर आप मेरे को ये बोलेंगे, आप क्या बोल रहे हैं मेरे को?
I think the number should go up.
Fundamentally, what you're saying to me is students with disabilities have no comparison to students without disabilities. You understand? अगर आप एक लड़की ले लो मेरे जैसे, उसको एडमिशन मिल गया स्कूल में, पर एल्मा को सिर्फ 2% में एडमिशन मिल सकता है. क्यों? क्योंकि उसका डिसेबिलिटी है. Now I'll tell you, through I have my psychology degree, I have my English degree, I have my Spanish degree, I went to law school and I have a PhD. फिर भी आप बोलेंगे मेरे को ये एल्मा तो इसी 2% में मिल सकती है. आप समझिए the inequality, the divide.
Now I get what you're trying to say. I was thinking in a different perspective. You're absolutely right that there should be no quota or percentage for a person with disability or the different able person.
हाँ, मैं ये कह रही हूँ, बिल्कुल right. And that comes from the very beginning. When we're born, when we're diagnosed, people tell us, doctors tell us, friends tell us, society tells us, we're different. We are less. We're disabled. We have a separate entrance. जैसे आप हमको segregate करने जा रहे हो, आप वो equality को ज़्यादा unequal कर रहे हो. ठीक है, अब schools भी आप सिर्फ इन 2% में जा सकते हो, और हम क्योंकि हम चल सकते, हम देख सकते, फिर भी even if you're more intelligent than me, still I get a right to be in 98% of the seats. So really, आप बोले ना policies, सबसे पहले होता है education में, ना? Because that's where you want to target, not only schools, but lower class children. And it starts with awareness, because your first ideology, your first identity is formed by your family, and then your friends, and then society and the media. अगर वो बार बार बोलेंगे सोसाइटी सेग्रीगेट है, जो चल नहीं पा रहे, जो देख नहीं पा रहे, वो अलग बैठेंगे, फिर हम अलग ही हो जाएंगे. That's just inequality. It's just more and more inequality. फिर हम ऐसे ही सोचेंगे. My mind is no different from your mind.
I completely agree with you. Yes, true.
I'll tell you, Dhruv, it's just about making the playing field equal. अगर मैं चल नहीं पा रही हूँ, आप चल सकते हो, पर मैं जैसे आप सोचती हूँ, मैं भी ऐसे सोच सकती हूँ. You just make it easier for me to physically maneuver. That's it.
True. So, what are the upcoming projects and events, if you would like to share?
Too many to share. I hope more and more people, get inspired to be part of this movement. But some of my goals are to increase the following of Udaan, so that can be a real inclusive community. I'm looking to take my NGO not only on a national level, but on an international level, because awareness, although we may need it more here, it's still needed everywhere in the world.
I agree.
People still need to understand that people, despite being in a wheelchair or being handicapped in some other way, deserve every opportunity, every happiness that everyone else gets. You can't keep separating us from society and substandardizing us.
So before we come to an end to today's podcast, one special message that you would like to leave for our audience, particularly for those who are differently abled and for people who are facing mental health issues and the people who are facing problems in their lives.
I don't think there's just one message. I think there are a lot of things that can be said. And it's very individualistic. But I think one thing is that there's a song called Firework by Katy Perry. Have you heard it?
Yes.
So just like that, just remember that you, not only you, but every single person has the potential, has the spark within them. And it's just a matter of bringing that spark out. Everyone has a potential to bring 4th of July. It's just a matter of the right timing, the right support, believing in yourself, and it's going to happen.
Thank you so much, Alma, for coming.
Thank you.
For sharing all the insights.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.